Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and today is day 2 of homesteading. Now, I'm starting after I straighten up my trailer, which I do every morning. I'm starting out with 2 jobs I don't really care to do. I love gardening and stuff like that. I love working with my herbs and cooking and baking and all that kind of stuff. But there are certain things I have to do. I don't like to do, but it has to be done. I'm going to adjust this camera. It looks so short. There we go. I know I'm short. Anyways, the first thing I need to do is replace the cabin air filter in the truck. So that's going to be the first thing. The second thing, I hate even more, I have to take out the air filter on the generator, clean that, replace that, and clean the generator because it's a hot mess from being in the desert. So the rest of the day after that is going to be all my gardening stuff. And I have something to show you guys I'm so excited about. You're going to love it. Juan made it for me. It is so amazing. But anyways, I am going to plant wildflowers today. I have like a lot of wildflowers to plant all over the property. I am doing this to attract pollinators because this will be good for the gardens. And they're just so, the hummingbirds and the butterflies are just so gorgeous to watch anyways. And it'll bring in more bees, which is a pain. So I'm not going to plant them near either one of the RVs, but enough to bring them in to the homestead to help pollinate our plants. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to plant some Italian basil. I need that to go with my tomatoes and my oregano because I'm going to make sauce and can it this year. I'm so excited. Real Italian sauce made by a real Sicilian. Yes, I'm going to can it. Maybe somebody will want to trade in the area. There's a lot of trading going on here. I'm finding out I love it. We'll want to trade some for something else that I might need. So that'll be great. I probably will plant something else. I'm not sure yet. But that's what I have on that list for right now. And then I want to work on my herb garden. So that has to do with what Juan made, and I'm going to show you guys. So stay tuned. Alright everyone, so this morning I started the first layer of my compost pile or heap, some people call it. From what I have read, it should be 3 feet to 5 feet around and 3 to 5 feet high. So the first layer, you want your brown material like leaves and sticks, grass clippings, stuff like that. As you can see, I'm in the high desert. We don't have leaves. We have pine trees mostly. And those are bayberry. You don't want to mess with those leaves, those bushes. So mostly what I have to work with are twigs and sticks. So I took big branches and kind of did an outline of where I wanted it. In the center, I have put sticks and twigs, and we have some wild grass in little clumps here and there. I put some in there when I cleared out area to plant some wildflowers. Now when you use things like sticks and twigs, you make it about 1¼ inch thick. So I still have more to put in here. This is going to take a while. If you were using things like leaves and grass clippings, you want 4 to 6 inches in your first layer. So after I get 1¼ in here and I start putting in my green material on the next layer, that has to be 4 to 6 inches. And what they say is it should also be 3 to 5 feet high. Okay, so I have mine in an area where it gets some sun in the afternoon. It's more shaded in the morning because I don't want it to get dried out, but I don't want it too wet either. So this is going to take some time. There's only 2 of us here who are, who can come up with the green layer, like from fruits and vegetables, the waste from that, like when you cut them up and stuff. So that's what I did this morning. Then I'll bring you guys over here. I just have to show you the clips again. The view's so gorgeous. I showed you guys the other day, I think, Juan made me a raised herb garden bed. Really excited about it, so I have decided to paint it. And this is how far I have gotten now. So I'm going to work on that in a little bit. And my herbs waiting to go in there are looking really nice. They're really good, doing well. They look nice and healthy. And then what else I have done today besides tending to my cats, the goddesses. Over here, I did a little tiny bed of wildflowers. I just planted these a bit ago. I had to break up the dirt. It's not easy here because on a mountain there's just all kinds of rocks. That big one I'm leaving right there in the center. Yeah, I guess the compost I put in there is attracting flies and stuff. I'm going to scatter these all around the property to attract pollinators to help with the herb garden and the vegetable garden. It'll be healthy for plants. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take a water break. And after that, I'm going to paint more of my herb garden, my raised herb garden bed. And then I'm going to plant my next batch of peppers and tomatoes. Okay, everyone, so this little area of the property is kind of walled in by pine. And I just fell in love with it here. And I have been dreaming about one day having a little cottage or cabin, something like 200 to 400 square feet, very rustic, look very witchy, which to me is like a mansion because I currently live in my travel trailer, which is 156 square feet. So it would be quite large to me, but I'm thinking like right around here someplace, maybe over there. Yeah, I think maybe over there more. Having my cottage back here one day. So I just wanted to show you that. Oh, and a studio shed. Something, a cute little studio where I can work on my art, possibly have a sewing machine if I can rig up enough power, because we live totally off grid and we're using solar and generators as a backup to the solar. So this is the back. Whoops, that's somebody else's property there. No, over here. The back of the property. Back here, it's nice and flat. So I'm thinking to put the raised garden beds here. I have seedlings planted. They're not ready to go into the ground yet. We need to have raised garden beds because our soil is very sandy and rocky. Back here at this area of the property, it's not so sandy. Where my trailer is, it's very sandy. But I think because, you know, it's nice and open to the sun and it's flat here, I'm going to put the garden beds back here. Hi everyone, it's Gypsy, and I'd like to introduce to you the rose beaded bandana. It is 100% cotton with a black background, white print, and red roses, and the beads framing your face are vintage metal elongated beads which are antiqued and topped off with vintage glass clear faceted beads. So come to gypsywitchcreations.com, click on the accessories and jewelry tab, and then click on beaded bandanas and you will see my entire selection. So everybody, today is April 8th. I did not get a chance to do a video update yesterday. So yesterday what I did is you might be able to see, added my first little bit of green compost. It's going to take me a while because, you know, it's just me adding to it right now. And also what I did yesterday is finish up this side of the raised herb garden bed. I can't decide if I want to do the same thing on all sides because I keep getting different ideas of what I want to paint on here. I'm just worried. Yeah, for some reason I decided I needed to add clouds with my herb paintings. I keep coming up with different ideas I want to paint on here, which are different than this, and it might look tacky. I don't know. Then what else I did? I harvested let's see, some Spanish lavender and some French lavender. It's either French or English. I'm not sure. I get the two confused. These little plants are producing quite a bit for me. So I harvested some of that, and as you can see, I'm very soon going to have another harvest. So that's really good. Okay, and what I did also late yesterday was I planted wildflowers around the hummingbird feeder, which needs hummingbird food in it. Juan had this gorgeous bird bath last year, and the Arizona wind is so fierce, it knocked it over and broke it. So I kind of used some of it for, some shadows in there again, for a little border. So there's another wildflower bed. And today, I have a busy day. I have to go to the dump station, do laundry, and I have to stop at the store because I need to get a couple things to get ready for next week, which is the grand opening of the Seligman Community Farmers Market, where I will be vending. Brand new at this, learning as I go along. So I guess, I'm just showing you my process, our process, what we're doing. So this is week 2. Oh, and more projects come up with. There is, as you come into the property, the driveway kind of goes like this. There's like a Y. So the little triangle in the middle, we're going to make a rock garden with. We're going to do a high desert rock garden. Juan is going to pick up some pea gravel on Sunday when he goes into Kingman. And I'm going to put that down after I turn the dirt a bit. There are some cacti, the prickly pear, and some other various plants throughout the property. I'm going to try to transplant over there and see how that works. What else? Oh, I am going to be cleaning up the property, trimming back branches. There's a lot of dead bayberry, so I'm going to be taking those out, trimming up the ones that need dead branches coming off, and cleaning up rocks, putting those in one pile for the rock garden or anything else we might want to use them for. And another pile is going to be for firewood as I pick up wood, downed trees and limbs throughout the property. Another pile is going to be for kindling. So those are the minor ones. Today we were talking again about getting chickens and making a hen house. My first thing I'm going to research and find out about is how to protect the chickens. We have a lot of coyotes around here, and you always hear them howling, or whatever that noise is. So those are our next projects going on. Tomorrow, though, Seligman has 2-3 farmers market. One I am vending at next week, but tomorrow I am going to one. I believe it's the first day for this season, and I may record it and do a video on that. Possibly see if I can get in there and vend. So anyways, everybody, I hope you enjoyed seeing what progress I have made. I know it doesn't look like much, but it actually is. This upcoming week is going to be a little bit more difficult. We have some inclement weather coming in. It's going to be very windy. The winds are going to start picking up tomorrow, so I got to cover everything. It's been averaging 75 to 80 here. Sunny skies, gorgeous. But on Tuesday, the high is going to be like upper 40s, possibly 50 if we're lucky. And during the night, on Tuesday and Wednesday, it's getting down into the upper 20s, which is very cold here. So I'm going to have to cover my plants and put them in the cargo trailer for most of the week, and I don't know how much I'll get done on the property, but hopefully I'll be able to get something done. At least it won't be too hot to work. Anyways, I'll leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.